You mustn't fight it. You will lose.
Where is she? Where's Karen? What happened to her?
You killed her.
Couldn't sleep either. You know, a recent study proved that animals experience complex dreams just like humans. I'm afraid that was my first nightmare. You know, according to Good Cat Keeping magazine, all your bare necessities covered. Yeah. I miss her too.
Don't tell me.
Got another one. MIA.
Blood-soaked wallet found at Palmer Park. Belongs to Connie Sherwood, sophomore at UW. Last seen at the campus cafeteria where she works.
Punched out at the end of her shift. Usually takes 10 minutes to walk home. Roommate says she never made it.
So now we have 3 missing girls. How are they related?
Abductions came about a week apart. We're combing for a connection.
Or do you keep the search team at the park till they find something? Anything? You know how I feel about these cases.
Excuse me. Yeah, I can see.
Okay. Well, Delphine, the psychic, I can see too. Now that everyone's vision's accounted for, can you handle this?
Those 3 girls? I know where they are.
Come again?
Under trees where children play. Palmer Park.
Then how do you know that?
They told me.
I got your call. Who is she?
Delphine, professional psychic. Department's newest consultant.
Consultant, huh?
Not to worry, Joe. We would never replace you. Oh, great, more PR.
You know, 28% of police departments use psychics in their investigations. I'm just surprised yours is one of them.
But you're talking to the girl who stuffed barbed wire up the chimney to prove there's no Santa. But if there's the slightest chance she can help, I gotta take it.
There.
You searched this area?
Yeah, 2 times.
Come on. Come on. Well, I guess 3rd time's a charm, huh?
Two victims found in the same grave. How did the canine unit miss this?
They said a possum carcass was thrown off the scent.
The injuries are nearly identical. They were both dehydrated, starved. Blunt force trauma to the head, significant ligature marks around the hands, feet, and neck. Definitely the same murderer.
Ligature marks. Sociopath with a need to dominate. Lots of rage. No remorse. Any sign of sexual assault?
Matching abrasions on the knees. Shoulders and hips, too. They were held in a small, confined space. And look at this. Cause of death. Exsanguination. Stab to the axillary artery on both of them.
Why there?
Major artery. Odd choice, but a surefire way to kill nonetheless. Weren't there 3 women missing?
Yeah, Connie Sherwood's still missing.
We don't find her, we know how she's gonna end up.
Different ages, height, builds, different hair color. Traditionally, killers come for a type. Can't see the connection with these women.
He's smart. Knows if he buries his playthings, he gets to play a little bit longer. But he's got one way of doing his job. He beats him into unconsciousness, rapes him, severs an artery, then lets him bleed. Autopsy file.
Head trauma. It's extensive. Tiny bruisings consistent with the diameter of a tack hammer. Light, well balanced, used in upholstery carpet laying.
Okay. Someplace to start. We'll get on it. Now, we got anything new from the Psychic Friends Network?
Not yet. You know, a 1979 California study demonstrated that information generated by psychics is no more accurate than chance guesses.
Well, somebody forgot to tell Miss Cleo.
Delphine, I need you to help me make sense of this. You were watching the news, you saw pictures of these girls, and then you got some flash.
I told you. They screamed. I heard them.
Miss Young, as in most high-profile investigations, certain details regarding this case were withheld, specifically where in Palmer Park the latest victim's wallet was discovered, and yet you led our people straight to an area not 100 feet from there. How did you do that?
What are you implying?
That's just rather coincidental. Your track record isn't exactly squeaky clean. Age 15, you were arrested for underage drinking. Your parents back east kicked you out, and we made some other phone calls. You were expelled from college, related to drug addiction, and then in 2001, a psychic phone line you worked for was shut down for fraud.
You know what? Forget it. I just wanted to help.
If you really have a gift, why couldn't you lead us to Felicia Marks and Lisa Gilman before they were dead?
Maybe if the police were more open to what I have to say, I could have come in sooner.
All right, well, here's your chance, Delphine. Where is Connie Sherwood? Who was doing this?
My gift doesn't work like that.
Just make sure the desk sergeant has all your contact information. She didn't budge from her story.
Well, we just heard from her landlady. Alibi is solid.
So, what? You actually think this girl might be legit?
I don't know. She did pinpoint 2 dead bodies in a 500-acre park. I don't know how she did it.
Parapsychology. The study of anything that can't be explained by science. That's why most scientists refute it.
So you saying she's got you stumped, too?
Excuse me, do I know you?
No.
Your first name, it starts with J, K, L, M. Melissa. Mark, Mary. Your name's Mary.
How'd you do that?
Mary, there's a warm energy around you, a feeling of comfort, love. You like to look after things. Cats.
Yeah, I feed the cats in the neighborhood.
And I'm seeing something else. You have a child.
My son, Derek.
I see a building. Bricks.
His high school. Yeah, he's the top of his class.
And he's incredibly smart, excels in one particular area.
Yeah, he's the star of his chess team. It's amazing.
Simple case of deduction. She was wearing a charm bracelet with M on it. Social Security Administration records list Mary as being the most popular name from 1920 until 1959. She had cat scratches on her hands. The chess bit I coaxed out of her.
Delphine did say she saw the news reports.
Exactly. I mean, the reporter even mentioned the victim's passion for marathon running. Palmer Park. Best running track in the city.
It's a 500-acre park, Del.
Simple case of deduction and lucky guesses. That's all it is.
You have no idea. Do you think I want this?
What?
It's not a gift, it's a curse.
Look, we're just trying to solve a case.
I'm not trying to con anyone, all right? You can't possibly get what it's like to be different, to be some abnormality.
I wouldn't be so sure. What?
You. I feel something in you. Perceptiveness. Haunted. There's a presence.
Duh.
Yeah.
Personal effects of the last victim. There's not much to go on, but
Connie. She's here.
she's where?
Here. Here.
Where? Where does that key go to? Is it a house? An apartment?
No. Sherlock Key 500 series, used specifically for locks and refrigerators and walk-in freezers. Connie work at the college cafeteria.
What's the word?
No unusual prints, no blood, nothing but ice cream, ground beef, and winter veggie mix. We're going down to the refrigerators now.
I want it all bagged and brought in anyway, including the cockroaches.
Delphine? Delphine. Delphine. She just lost it. Like she was possessed. Like she saw something in me.
Like what?
I don't know. Trick of the light. Frank, pick up anything new from the cafeteria manager?
Oh, same old, same old. Connie finished the graveyard shift, and somewhere between here and home, bam.
Delphine said in here. Okay, Connie's all alone in the cafeteria. Walls are thick. No one would hear her scream.
But she punched out, locked up, like usual.
Time card still in the rack?
Yeah, with a punch on the night she disappeared. Hitting the clock isn't exactly the top priority when someone's got their hand over your mouth.
Unless Connie must have been left-handed. This rack must have gotten her away when she punched out. The stamps, they're at a slight angle. The last one is inverted, meaning it was punched out by a right-handed person.
He punched out for her.
Stu, the perp was definitely in here. I want every print lifted. Frank, how about a comprehensive list of everyone who's had access to this place, authorized and otherwise?
1 hit for yes, 2 hits for no. There's something different about me, isn't there? 1 time for yes. Am I surrounded by something? Presence. Is it darkness, like she said? Hello? 1 time for yes, 2 times for no.
Is this a private seance, or can anybody join in? You know, I dated a mind reader once. Of course, it didn't last too long, though.
Why?
She read my mind. So you still trying to disprove this soothsayer?
I've tried everything. Tarot cards, crystal balls. I get it from an application standpoint, but there's just something I'm not grasping.
What are these?
ESP, Rhine cards. The subject uses clairvoyance to read them.
So I just hold it up like this?
Mm-hmm. Star. Circle. Circle.
Very impressive.
Not really. After an hour of practice, I subconsciously memorized the order of the deck.
Yeah, well, you and me ought to go to Vegas sometime. All this hocus pocus stuff. Does this have anything to do with losing Karen?
No. I mean, it's not like trying to communicate with the dead.
No, but you are sitting alone in the dark asking questions to a keychain. That's not exactly normal behavior, man.
I touched Delphine. She read me. She said she saw darkness. You know, what if...
What if what?
Karen's dead because of me. Because of who I am. I feel his presence. It's like a cloud.
Well, that cloud's got a name. Guilt. You know, Karen, she was always there to motivate you. Keep you on course. Now that she's gone, you're gonna have to start trusting your instincts more. About who you are. But I'll tell you one thing. You start looking for answers in a crystal ball, you're gonna end up lost for life.
Hello? Be right there.
Bad news?
Yeah. They just found the 3rd missing girl. She's dead. I'll come back for this stuff later.
Hey, John. Look, man. If Karen were here, she would say that what you have is a gift. From day one, you've done nothing but use that gift to help people. You save lives, man. Someone else took hers.
Found her at the opposite end of the park, stuffed in a garbage bag, buried in a drainage ditch.
Any tire tracks, footprints?
Nah, this guy's methodical. Doesn't leave anything behind.
Hayes.
I called her in too. We're gonna get this guy. I don't care what it takes. I'll be right back.
It was too late. Now she's dead.
You know, I lost someone. I know what it feels like to blame yourself.
I do have these moments of connection. Real ones, like with Connie, the other girls. I felt it with you, too. In the cafeteria.
What? What did you feel?
When you touched me, I felt a presence around you.
You said blackness.
Yeah, I felt...
What?
evil.
Evil. You felt evil.
I'm sorry.
Would you try again?
Nothing. It's like I'm forbidden to read you or something. I'm sorry.
Don't be. You wouldn't be the first. Delphine, how long have you had this gift?
Around 5 years ago, when I was in college, I worked down at County Hospital. I kind of had this problem. Drugs. Anyway, I guess one night I went a little crazy. Woke up 4 days later at the bottom of a ravine. Couldn't remember how I got there. I had these bruises, this pain throbbing in my head. And I've had visions ever since.
I'm ready for you both. We've compiled a list of everyone who had access to the cafeteria where Connie worked. Most have been interviewed, nothing has panned out. I'd like you to take a look at the names, see if anything clicks.
I'm not getting anything new.
Delphine, I'm sorry I was so rough on you before. I really do believe that you can help us. Please, can you try again?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not getting anything. Moons.
Picture must have triggered something.
Moons are clustered together, shining.
Moons? I don't understand.
Delphine, how many moons do you see?
Rows of them, they're going on forever. 5 in each cluster.
Rows of moons in a park. Makes no sense. Unless they're not moons. I need a picture of Parma Park 5 years ago. April, 98. There's a row of moons.
She's seeing street lamps from the park, but we've already found bodies in the park.
Those posts aren't there anymore. In December 98, a statewide energy conservancy mandate dictated that all lamps in outdoor public facilities be replaced by a more environmentally friendly model, industrial mercury vapor light.
I'm seeing lampposts from the park from 5 years ago.
For some reason, you're connecting with the past.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
Think it's a dead end?
No, just the opposite.
I hear them. I hear them. Here!
Delphine.
Dig here!
There, what's that? My God. How long has he been doing this?
Well, it's definitely your guy.
You sure?
Same compound skull fracture, same style of burial.
How long have they been there?
Well, the tarp has slowed down the dry decay. I'd say at least 5 years.
God knows how many more are out here.
Delphine, you said when you were in college you blacked out. Woke up 4 days later, bruised, the head injury.
Yeah. So?
That was 5 years ago. The same time period these women were abducted. The same time period this park had moon lampposts. You knew of this place because you were here.
What?
Can I please see under your arm? Your scar matches the victim's wounds exactly. You're not psychic. You're a victim.
I don't remember.
I'll help you.
Grave sites less than 30 yards apart. The biggest break in this case is this guy follows a pattern. He likes to bury all his bodies in one location, except for Connie Sherwood. Now, why was her body found somewhere else?
Well, maybe when he killed Connie, he didn't have access to his favorite area of the park.
Couples kissing on the bridge? I mean, even our investigation could have scared him off.
Delphine didn't know it at the time, but she was remembering her own experience. She was taking us to where she was buried, left for dead. Cadaver dogs picked up the scent of the fresh kills, led us to the more recent grave.
Gap of 5 years between two sets of murders. Why the break?
I don't know, but the mayor's gonna love us tearing apart the city's favorite picnic area to find out. Thank you.
Think Doe can get something out of it?
More than I could.
No. I want you to stare at the candle without blinking. Now close your eyes. Relax. Take deep breaths. Are you with me?
Yes.
Your eyelids are heavy. So heavy. When you open your eyes, I want you to take me back to when you were in college.
5 years ago. My junior year.
Delphine, remember, you're here with me, safe in this room.
I had a job at the hospital. Kids ward. Midnight shifts. I check the supplies. Restock the linen carts. And I stole medicine. I got ice cream for the ones who had their tonsils out. Some of the girls, they felt like they were being watched. Didn't feel safe. But I wasn't scared. I was wrong.
Shut it! Just shut it! Where are you? The parking lot, the corridor. Delphine, can you see his face?
I don't remember.
Where did he take you, Delphine?
I don't know.
He can't hurt you. That's the past. Now, please, try.
I remember waking up. Something on top of me. It was a body. I'm climbing. God. And there's another one. It's women. Dizzy, God, so much pain. Lampposts. Blood from the cut under my arm. I fell.
The ravine, the park.
And I just walk. And walk.
You didn't ask anyone for help.
They'd say I asked for it. So I just go. And I forgot.
I want you to take a breath. Relax. Open your eyes. Are you okay? I know this is hard, but to stop this person from hurting someone else.
You need me to ID him?
Yeah.
I can't remember his face.
How? I killed you.
We'll be here 24/7. Need help settling in?
The only reason I made it through the last 5 years is I thought I had this gift. I was special. Now I'm just...
You survived. Delphine, you're going to be okay. We'll find him.
At the college, my little breakdown in the freezer, what I said about you, I hope it isn't true.
Yeah, me too.
Night.
Night.
Here's a list of the victims we know of. Julie Buchanan, Eliza Farley, Delphine. Then 5 years later, Felicia Marks, Lisa Gilman, and Connie Sherwood.
I still can't work out the gaps in the killings. Why? What drew him to you? Bartender, teacher, mini-mart clerk, student, amusement park cashier, hospital worker.
Pretty wide range in occupations. One thing in common, they all deal with people, and more people.
And something else. They all work with food. Bartender, mini-mart clerk. The hospital and school both have cafeterias. Delphine mentioned she was getting ice cream the night she was abducted. He took her from the hospital cafeteria, the freezer. That's why she had that vision when she saw Connie's key. That's why she blacked out with me in the freezer.
Stella, pull up a list of the cafeteria suspects, but put a filter on it. Take all the permanent employees off.
We're down to 42 names.
Okay, now we're looking at a list of outside people. These are the people that bring things in and out of the cafeteria.
That makes sense. If we can find a delivery person on this list whose route included every other victim's workplace, we could find a suspect.
Compiling that data could take a while. Think of all the places we have to call. Cookware distributors, produce companies, meat suppliers.
Meat? No. blunt force trauma to the head. Axillary artery slit. Frank, the victims were butchered.
Come again?
Well, head injuries, just over 2 centimeters. That's why I thought he used a tack hammer, but he used a captive bolt gun to stun them.
Oh my God.
What?
Think of a gun with a retractable bullet used in farms to render livestock unconscious. And he cut them and bled them to death. Must have missed Delphine's artery. It's the only way she could have survived.
Stella, who delivers meat to the cafeteria?
Jeb Crosby, Valley Farm Meats.
You got a record?
Served 5 years for assault and battery. Released from prison this fall.
5 years. There's your gap in the murders. Stella, give me a list of residences, past and present, for Jeb Crosby. We got it.
Come on.
Officer Berger was found dead in his car. Delphine's gone.
Okay, 2 units just reported in. Crosby's not at his apartment, didn't show up for work today either.
Search of the county tax rolls spit this out. Crosby Family Farm, just outside of Falls City.
Hey, start securing the area. I want roadblocks and vehicle checks on everything going in and out. Rosie, get me a support team. Let's go. Sweep of the grounds.
Electronic hog stunner.
It's okay. I got you.
They're gonna want to keep you in the hospital overnight. Standard procedure. You're something else, Delphine. Not many people would have held it together like you did.
Hey.
Hey,
Thanks.
thank you. You're the one that helped us find him.
John, the darkness, the evil I saw in you, I was remembering him.
I know.
I can't believe it's over. My visions were like nightmares, but in a weird way, I felt like they were my link to the rest of the world. I'm afraid I might be lonely without them. I do see something in you, John Doe. An enduring strength. Like however hard life knocks you down, you'll keep rising from the ashes.
Interesting choice of words.
Well, that's what sprang to mind.
Felt sweet after you again. Can't stay away past 3 p.m. I can't believe the caffeine did not kick in. Maybe this time it'll be me.
Come on. You gotta eat something. Please. It's tuna. Dolphin free. I don't know what to do with you.
Traffic lights. Don't think I'll be back tonight. Maybe I'll give this
To help fight the lonely.
another try. If you don't see me before I call, if you don't see me before the right, I will see you in the next life. Claim it's just been tendency. This is not what I want you to